Hello, my name is Elizabeth Jerome, and I am applying for the Masters of Music Equivalency program in music therapy at Colorado State. Currently, I'm a music major at Edinburgh University of Pennsylvania, and I will be graduating in May 2016 with a Bachelor's of Arts in Music, Performance, and a minor in Psychology. I want to go to Colorado State University for their Masters of Equivalency program for music therapy because when I was in high school, there was a student, and he had autism really bad. He came into my practice room one day, and he just ran around the room, and he was just couldn't focus. You couldn't get his attention. But after trying for about 5 minutes to get his attention, I finally did, and I asked him, let's get some music, and let's go practice. So I took him over to a snare drum, and he had his music, and he picked up this, he had new music, actually. He picked up his drumsticks and played it perfectly, and I couldn't believe it. I had been struggling with a piece that was just as easy for a month now, and he played a piece perfectly, and I couldn't believe it. And from that day on, I was curious. I wanted to know why. I wanted to know why he could play that piece. I wanted to know why, where it came from, how he learned it so quickly. I mean, sight read it so well. And later that year, he played a piece with 3 other students and wowed an audience of 300 people. He played a piece by Journey. A year later, I came back, and I was in my freshman year of college, and I came back, and he was about to go to his first piano class that night, and so I was listening to music, and he was like, what's that song? And I told him it was Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. I was actually learning it for theory, but he's like, oh, well, what's the first few notes? So I showed him, and without seeing very much, he saw like maybe 3 bars of the piece, and took off and played it almost perfectly. It was phenomenal. I couldn't believe it. He did it all by ear. And I was intensely curious. I could not figure it out. During my sophomore year, I actually was a music education major. I wanted to go and teach. And I had to do field. I did my field, and I discovered that I didn't like being an education major. I think that it's important that music is in schools, but it's just not something I think that I would be good at. So I switched my major to performance because our schooling offers performance and education at the time. And so my sophomore year, I did a lot of research on what I could do with my degree. And one of the things that popped up was be a therapist. So I looked into it, and I found that music therapy is a newer and growing field, and I was intensely curious, and I found out what music therapy is, what it has to offer, and I found out why that student could play so well. And I'm blown away, and I wanted to help more students like that. I wanted to make them love music the way that student did, and it clicked for me. I knew what I wanted to do. So I did a lot of research the summer before my senior year. I had been preparing for my sophomore's exam my junior year because my freshman year actually, I damaged the tendon right here in my elbow. I had golfer's elbow, but they told me that the medial tendon had been damaged and that it was extremely swollen up. And for 2 years, I couldn't play piano. I could barely play trumpet, so that's why I did my sophomore's exam late. And so I'm still learning my piano music right now. But I was in a sling with my arm up like this for about 6 months, and then after that I was doing therapy, physical therapy. So I had a lot of time to do research. But the summer before my senior year, I did a lot more intensive research on schools. And one of the schools that I found was Colorado State. And because my family had grown up there, I had apparently lived there when I was like 1 or 2 years old with my parents. I don't remember it, but we lived in Grand Junction, and my parents were just thrilled that I wanted to go there and that I had liked the program, what they had to offer. I liked Colorado State's program because it offers smaller class sizes, more hands-on approach compared to sitting in a lecture hall reading a textbook. And I think that it's something that I can grow in. And I loved it. The second I heard about it, I was in love with it. It was just something I knew I had to do. So for about 6 months now since I put my application in. I've been preparing to do my audition and getting ready for my senior recital, plus take classes that I'll probably end up needing for my master's and going into grad school. So I've been taking biology for human anatomy and physiology. I finished my minor in psychology. I've been preparing myself for music-wise. I've been taking a lot more guitar classes. I take private guitar classes, and I take private piano classes, private piano lessons. And it's kind of difficult because I'm still learning piano, and because of my tendon being damaged, I have to take it slowly and relearn things that I learned freshman year. So I'm a little behind, but by the end of the semester, my professor is preparing me to be at the level I need to be to go into my master's. So I think that's really important to have, just so that I'm not behind. And the guitar was something I picked up for fun, thinking, oh, I'll have fun doing it, and then I discovered music therapy, and I'm like, I need this. So some things I have to offer the program are that I'm a committed student. There's nothing that I can be told that I can't do. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm also very dedicated in that sense. When I have my mind set on something, I am going to do it, and nothing's going to stand in my way. And I feel like those are good traits to have, because I'm reliable. I'm extremely reliable. If I get told to do something, I'm gonna do it, and you can count on me for that. Another thing that I feel like is a good trait is that I am energetic. I have all the energy in the world. I love to make people laugh. I love to go out of my way to help people out. And I'm also very enthusiastic about things. I like to encourage people. I like to get them excited about things. I'm actually a member of Sigma Alpha Iota, and if you don't know about it, it's a music fraternity for women. I am the music chair of our chapter, Zeta Upsilon, and my chapter before I was initiated was actually kind of behind on music. They didn't really do very much on it, and then we started to do more, and we wanted to make our chapter better. So, because I was the music chair, I was dedicated. I needed that music chair to be, perfect. It needed to be back to where it was supposed to be. And in one semester, and like a little bit of this semester, we have gone above and beyond. We have completely 180, done a 180, and we are right back on track. And everyone loves music. I mean, everyone's excited about music rehearsal. They want to learn new songs. I have people coming to me and telling me, hey, we should learn this piece. We should learn that piece. Can you teach me this? In fact, I'm actually teaching music therapy music theory to our sisterhood, because some of the sisters don't actually have a music background. So because they love music and they love to sing, they don't really know how to read the music. So I'm teaching a basic level of theory to them, and so far it's just taken off. I think that I would be great for the music therapy program at Colorado State because of what I have to offer, and because of how dedicated I am to the program and to my music, and how much I am just curious. I want to know more. I'm begging to know more. I have done research for hours and hours, and if I'm not practicing and doing homework, then I'm doing research, and it's just something that I feel like I need, and I would really love it. So if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to contact me, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you so much. See you then.